Hello and welcome to First Encounter with Sanctuary RPG Black Edition as indicated by the black UI. And with me is Johnny. Hello Johnny.
Hello.
So Johnny, are you ready to play the best game of all time?
I don't. I don't think I'm doing any playing here. I think that's your job.
Oh right. Are you ready to watch me play the best game of all time?
As ready as I will ever be, I suspect.
Okay, so Sanctuary RPG it's a thing. I'm actually gonna let people see it firsthand without me introducing it. So let's first decide what we want to be. Johnny, let's make a character.
Well, I mean, what's Q swap? Is that for the next page?
Yeah, but that's if you want to save more characters, because you can
Oh.
have one active in one slot.
Oh, I see. So, I mean, I'm a fan of druids.
Okay, let's go with Druid. We are a Druid and enjoy a copious amount of intelligence and vitality. Embracing our inner beast, we take pride in our survival skills. Our animal transformations are beastly, lots of purring and growling, and other beastly things. Potato mashing, communing, and large bears. So, this explains what you actually do as a druid. Do you want to see the detailed description of what druids do?
Yes.
So, we can harness our inner beast and can survive the toughest of fights, which is an absolute lie, because I already played a druid and I died. So when our ultimate attack is fully charged, we regenerate health. Our health pool is larger than our cousin, and our cousin happens to be a bear. We can... the art of painting a target can be very beastly. Okay, so we can mark targets for extra damage. So we can get bonuses when we're marking targets, we can lunge, we can basically bleed targets. So we can do things druids do, which is cause a mess.
Okay.
So
Dinner is always better when it's freshly prepared.
yes,
Causing all concerns are more stealing bonus damage.
and we can boost our intellect to boost our attack, and we can eat potato skins instead of bear skins. Okay, so which gender are we? Are we male, female, or other?
I'm gonna leave that up to you to decide. You're the one playing this game.
Well, to make this fully immersive for everyone watching, we'll just go with other. So, we need to choose a body type, and to do a body type, this basically says what each body type does. So I just go with medium, not mess around.
Okay.
For the average druid. Name. The score attacker.
You are the worst.
Okay, so we only have an old potato as our augment.
What? Okay.
And now we need to decide on our looks.
Appearance in an ASCII art game? Okay, that's...
So let's decide on our hair. We need something fabulous. Ooh, this is great. We can do this. Okay, randomized metal. Glasses.
Wow. I am...
Let's have use for eyes. That sounds good. And now we're randomizing the bottom.
This game is so weird. Like, this is cool. This is really weird and really cool. So
okay, we can be a sad druid. And now we have to choose our place of origin. I'll let you choose this.
Northern area, the ability to bend the mystical elements. Central Tyrol, the strength to take down enemies with force. Southern Syria, the endurance to withstand brutal attacks. Distant the will of 1,000 darkened soul stones. I like the idea of the endurance to withstand brutal attacks. So we're from Southern Syria.
Okay, so are we Goyrn, Sonite, or Huskian?
This is a lot of decisions up front, you know.
Yes, is that a problem? Do you want us to go back to some casual games which decide everything for you?
That's not what I'm saying.
I know.
Here, comparing to fake two. %5 chance per turn to heal 25% of max HP. That seems really good if you're lucky.
Yeah.
Chance to break enemy guard each turn. Get 1% rate if your enemy is bleeding. I like the idea of the Huskian.
Okay. Let's go with Huskin. So we can choose either classic, no response that's permanent, or we can go softcore, where there's no permanent, but that's boring.
Death is just a major setback.
Yeah, but that's boring, so we'll just go with classic.
Yes,
Do you want
see it.
You want to see it, okay.
Of course.
It's a very high production value cinematic because I can imagine doing this artwork was a pain in the head, in the whatever.
Pain in the whatever.
Yeah.
Oh.
Just look at those camera angles.
Yep. And then she became King Arthur.
Yes. She did what any King Arthur would do. She sought to destroy all life.
This is accurate? He looks very surprised that he managed to do this.
Yeah. So Cyrus is essentially the Arthas of this game. Or will he? He probably won't. See? And now we can press any key to continue. Oh no, our name is only the.
That's our first name, apparently.
Yeah.
This is your fault.
Hey, I don't mind being called the. The what? The.
DD.
So we were raised by two mentally challenged octopi, and our childhood was ruined. So we.
You have no
right...
soul? Like.
Well, yeah, we don't have souls.
Is this randomized or?
It's randomized.
Okay. You take a cucumber and smash it against your head. This is your story.
So as equipped Elabras. So welcome to the game. Essentially this is like, we don't have any options right now, so the only thing we can do is just go to gate 16. and fight a mighty blue slime. So welcome to the combat. The idea here is, much like a JRPG, you just choose what to do, and you hit really hard.
So wait, the second attack gives you MP?
Yes, yes, it gives you MP.
Oh, it costs HP, okay.
Yeah. Now, as you see, these things are labeled as starters, so when you attack with a starter, you get a linker. So you can either continue that attack or reposition yourself to gain some mana.
So wait. So we're playing Killer Instinct?
Yes.
Okay.
This is the killer instinct of roguelikes.
Sure.
Now, so as you see, every time we use an attack, it just becomes this reposition slot where you can, reposition yourself to evade attacks or to gain MP. And after a certain point, linkers lead you to a finisher, and that finisher is what does the most damage.
Are we restoring MP per turn?
Yeah, but I think.
Yeah, okay.
So this is like the first battle, so it usually just goes like this. 1, 2, 3, 3. Now, if you see, we're exposed, so to reduce exposure, we have to reposition ourselves.
Then we should probably reposition ourselves.
Now, the thing is, if you do 2 repositions in a row, you lose your combo. So generally, it's recommended that you do 1 reposition and then hit your attack, unless you're in a very bad situation.
So it's a bit hard to follow because, like, you're not using a menu, you're just writing down at the bottom there what you're doing. And then everything became an axe.
Yes, that means we killed it with an axe.
I see. That was not a very impressive boss.
No, it's a tutorial boss.
I read that as first as take the greasy road to the north.
I mean, it won't surprise me in this game. Good luck, thee.
Wow, like this seems like a delightful mix of just Yankee nonsense and I don't know.
No, you have no idea. So, if you see, we have equip and salvage. In general, you can only have 1 item in a slot at a given time. So,
I would rather have a shield than no shield.
Yeah.
Level up.
And now numbers. Okay, so you always get 4 stats when you level up, stat points.
Okay.
In general, since we're a druid, I think we have to go with vitality and intelligence. So I'm just gonna... Well, vitality, intelligence, and strength, if we're kind of like a hybrid.
Intelligence sounds like a really good, like, increasing everything thing.
Yeah. Basically, every class has 2 main stats, and for druid it happens to be vitality and intelligence. So next we choose a passive skill point. And... I have no idea what to choose. Let's just go with max HP. And then we choose which weapon we want to master in. So Johnny, what do you think is the best weapon for a druid?
I mean, generally, either a staff or a mace.
Well, let's go with mace.
Okay.
So here we have 3 mastery. We have 4 mastery points, but in general, per level up, you get only 1. Okay, so now we're in the grassy fields, or yeah, we have to search the grassy fields for stuff.
I can't. Event? Okay, it's really hard to read that text.
We found a pamphlet. Shall we read it, Johnny?
I would read it. What? 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 Is this randomized?
I don't know. I don't think it is.
So
I mean,
have you seen this text
no,
before?
I have not seen this particular text before. So getting it is randomized, but I don't think the actual text lines are randomized.
Yeah, okay. My apologies for the pun. Okay, sure.
So we have a Desecrator Hawk that has bitten us to the crotch.
Oh, okay, whatever, sure. And we're bleeding. Oh.
And we're bleeding, yes, and we're exposed. I should probably heal. Okay, we healed. Let's just continue hitting this hawk until it dies.
We're very exposed.
Yeah, generally when I get this exposed, I just try and play until it's dead. And now we have an axe.
So what does expose represent? Like, what does that do?
I think certain abilities do more damage when you're exposed, and I think critical chances are also higher. Oh crap, it's a Doomcaster skeleton, and he's really jesting at us.
Hint, reading pamphlets might raise your meat space intelligence. So it's like, this is like a loading screen tip, but it's not a loading screen. And
yeah.
Wow.
Okay, let's kill the skeleton in one hit.
The skeleton has been erased. I don't like this.
And we're gonna level.
This game is bewildering, like, honestly.
I told you this is the best game ever. Let's go to Vitality to Intelligence, boost max XP, and boost Mauling. Okay. Let's investigate the burly figure up ahead.
The name's Blacksmith.
Such a shitty name, says the... Okay, we got an ultimate and a feral ultimate. Now, we have to open gate 17 and defeat the terminal, but let's visit the blacksmith first. So, we can, like, talk to the blacksmith, get to know him. So, let's just see how he is doing. And let's ask him for his real name. And essentially, yeah, you can chat with people and not get to know anything worthwhile, but what the blacksmith does is we can buy weapons from him. Now,
does he have a mace?
So here's the deal. When you buy weapons, they are randomized. So you see the view item or view premium item. If you go with view premium item, you'll see an ultra expensive version of an item, but if you go to view item, you'll just get it. So let's click one, like a regular item. So he is offering us a dagger, and buying stuff here is literally take it or leave it. So we can just say no thanks, and he'll throw it to the grindstone. So let's see if the second item is something that we use. It is a mace, yes. It's a maul. Well, we can use mauls.
Yeah, I think we want it.
Yeah, we want it. And when you get a new item, you salvage your old item, which gives you crafting materials. And I'll just check what he has as his third item. Oh, it's another maul, and
it's better.
It's better, and it's cheaper.
Though
well, the stats are lower.
It doesn't have as many stat bonuses.
But it can freeze enemies on hit, which is a very big deal, because skipping a turn here is more or less death.
So do you want to buy it?
Yeah, I'll buy it. Let's go with the freezing axe. Or freezing maul. So let's activate the mission with him. He wants 2 diamonds, so we'll give it to him if we find it. And let's see the other quest, and he wants a babushka. So we need to get those things from him.
What's that?
You know those Russian little things, like those little grannies statues that have even smaller granny statues and then even smaller and then smaller and then smaller. For some reason, the blacksmith wants those.
Okay.
Alright, so we can also go to the campground. And this is where we build our house. Right now it's just a camping place, but we can build
a crafting table?
Yeah, we can build a crafting table. And this is where we also upgrade our housing. So, 2 things we can do here. We can craft items, but we don't have materials for those. Or we can
spend a gazillion gold upgrading a hammer, apparently.
I've never reached that point, so let's try and dig a hole. And when you dig a hole, you have a chance of finding something. Generally, the better your house, the better stuff you can find. Like for now we found some wood, which is a big deal, because we can upgrade our house from campground to a small hut. Now, when you go into a hole, you have this energy bar which you can use to mine ore, and that just, just get ore until you have enough to make a weapon.
Okay, like the
So,
finding that you're very bored.
so the deal with this game is you have combat, and you have a lot of maintenance stuff. So right now we only have the small hut and the blacksmith, but later the options will open up, and you're spending a quarter of your time buying, selling, managing stuff, and the rest of the time you're spending trying to fight stuff. So let's go to gate 17. And the terminal awaits us.
Relate you.
And we're finding the terminal.
Is this game only puns?
No.
Okay.
So this gives you a little rundown on what the boss actually does.
His special mechanics.
Yeah. So you always know what you're up against.
Int buffer underflow? Is he calling you stupid?
Yes.
This is great. This is fantastic.
Okay, so now we need to reposition ourselves so he doesn't actually lock onto us, because I'm not sure whether we can survive a rocket to the face. Ow. Okay.
Final storm.
We're kind of wounded, and that's not good. Ow, ow, ow. Okay, let's like reposition ourselves. Reposition ourselves, okay. And then let's kill ourselves. So, like, you can see up says what we did and how we did, then there's the boss bar and then what the boss is doing. So the terminal is frozen thanks to our fantastic camera. A sound investment. So let's reposition ourselves. Oh fuck, I'm bleeding and I'm exposed.
And you're exposed as well. What? Okay.
So now his lock-on has upgraded, and we kinda need to kill him really, really fast. Oh fuck, lock-on's full. Okay. Okay, he froze again. Cool. Man, this hammer is the best hammer I've ever had.
You should probably reposition.
Yeah, we're fine with repositioning his lock-on. We can just like lower our exposure, but in general, like I said, Ow, he hit us with a missile. Okay.
The missile didn't deal that much damage.
Yeah, but it's... Oh, crap.
Press C to hit confirm or C.
Yeah, when you reposition, you can actually charge at your opponent as well, but that's... I'm not sure what that depends on.
It's using terminology from such a wide array of games. It's just...
Look, now
most
it's a
of them having nothing to do with with either like JRPGs or roguelikes or anything. It's like the terminal has mega pummeled you.
Yeah, let's just use our Ravenstorm ultimate and kill it. So we sent a bunch of ravens and that killed him.
The terminal has been slaughtered. These are not like removes for Jesus.
We're being quiet because we don't want to interrupt the voice acting.
Yeah, totally. No, I'm just...
Help
This
us,
is so
help.
strange. Mandatory side quest! Woohoo!
Yeah. So the deal with this game is encounters, loot, and more or less everything is randomized except the actual story. So the story is
Okay.
linear, which when you're playing with permadeath, this is my third time going through this now.
But also, the story doesn't seem to be the thing about this.
Yeah, but you more or less know which. So the thing is, you know which areas you'll explore and which bosses you'll fight, but everything in between is more or less random.
So, like, the theme here, it's all sparse ASCII art, so it's hard to tell, but, like, it seems like it intersperses fantasy stuff with science fiction, and nobody in the world seems to think this is weird.
I mean, have you ever played Phantasy Star?
Very, very little.
I mean, this is more or less Phantasy Star. Except, ASCII.
So I assume this gets quite a bit harder pretty soon.
Yeah. Sometimes. So the thing with this game is, I have never died to an actual difficult boss. I keep dying to random encounters that I play on. I start playing on autopilot, and then a random encounter starts, and I go halfway through that encounter and realize, wait, this is actually hard, isn't it? And I die. Anyway, we've opened up an onslaught of options, so let's go to the market. So you can buy stuff at the market, usually crafting materials and silver keys, and you can ask for quests. So quests are essentially always the same in each area. The market has you collecting one thing, the temple has you collecting other things. Okay, we can burn the pamphlet here. And something emerges from the embers. And we got a Cosmoto trophy, which I have no idea what it is, but let's flip it.
So like this game looks weird to look at. It's probably not the most fun to just watch for long stretches, but it seems really interesting. I kind of want to take a look at it myself.
This game is one of the best games I have ever played in recent times. So you can go to the library and read stuff and get experience, or just fall asleep.
Like,
so this is the thing, the game has a bunch of these little micro mechanics. For example, you can use your materials to bind books, and then when you bind books, you get a new set of books in the library, and then you can read them for XP, and it just goes into this little stuff that you can do at different places, but it never goes too much in depth with anything. Like, you can go to the tavern, and right now you can't do anything in the tavern. You can talk to the current owner. But there's nothing here aside from getting bounties, which always involve killing an X amount of enemies. But later on, you can get the tavern, and you can actually serve patrons there and expand your business.
Quest: save the village, destroy the raiders in the rogue camp.
Yeah, so let's go to the rogue camp.
Yeah, okay. A small potato has decided to follow you around. What?
Now, here's the cool thing. Enemies are essentially basic enemies with templates added to them. So this is a Sapper plus Obstinate Ambusher. And the game always tells you what a specific template does, so you're not screwed over. As you see down below.
It doesn't say what Obstinate does, though.
That's, I think, less important. It always tells you the more dangerous part of it.
Okay. Ambusher is ready to rumble.
And I don't know how much you can hear it because we're using like virtual audio cable, but the music here is absolutely amazing.
Yeah, I can hear it. It's not coming across very high quality for me, but I can hear it and I can tell that it's pretty cool.
It's great. I love it. You can actually buy the soundtrack with the game on Steam, and it's worth the price in my opinion. They just did such a good job with it.
Yeah. How much is this game?
It's like €5, €6, something like that.
Yeah. Okay. So if you, yeah, I'm gonna buy it. I'll tell you that much. I'm gonna buy it and check it out at some point.
We have trounced the ambusher, Johnny.
We have.
And now we have a Thornguard skeleton. I think we can kill him in like one hit. Oh, maybe two.
I like this music. This music is really cool.
Yeah. But then it ends so suddenly. So, if you don't like upgrading stats all the time in very small increments, you might not take a look at this game, but otherwise... I mean, it's essentially, you know, Phantasy Star meets ASCII meets... I don't know what else. Stupidity, randomness, roguelikes. Oh no, we got like 3 million abilities.
Meets very intentionally weird writing.
Okay.
Carry him! Okay.
I have no idea what that did. Let's try it. Will we explore the tunnel?
I mean...
Yes.
Okay, whatever, sure.
So, these are sort of just exploration areas where you can just get a set of random events and you go through them. So we have found an item. Bigger numbers, no, smaller numbers than what we have, so we salvage it because we don't want it, and when we salvage stuff, we get items and scrap metal. So you can just like go to the blacksmith and give him scrap metal, and then he'll give you a weapon for your troubles.
And it might be a good weapon, or it might not be.
Yeah.
So it's not technically stronger than our maul, but we don't know how to use spears very well.
Yeah, so... But here is a maul, although it's not as good as what we currently have. But it boosts both stats, right?
It does boost int, but it doesn't... It doesn't freeze things.
Yeah, so let's not take it.
Yeah.
Because freezing things is very useful. Oh wait, he had an item. That's a sword, we don't want that. Okay, let's explore the further areas. We have found another item. We have found a diamond, cool. And we have found an event. I love how it says, you know, you have stumbled on an event and then it does this big splash screen. An event. Ah, we found a lemon on the ground. What do we do with the lemon?
I think we smack it.
Why would we smack a lemon, you fucking monster? And okay, sure, your decision. And it squirts juice into our eye. And we have received the damage because of that. Yeah, oh, this is great. So, what do you notice about this picture, Johnny?
You mean like there's an X at the top of a tower?
Yes, whenever you see a green X, you press X and you get an event. Okay, we found a broken weapon on the ground. We can eat it, pick it up, smash it, or just run like a...
I'm not good. No, don't eat the broken weapon, that sounds stupid.
Yeah, that's what I did in my last playthrough and it didn't end well.
Ah! Like, did we die? item?
No. We got a mace though, which it doesn't freeze, so no.
And it's lower attack.
Yeah. So we got a lot of wind splints, so we can like go to our small hut, and we can upgrade our house. And now we have a medium hut.
We need to heal.
Yeah, we probably do. Can I like make stuff? Yeah, let's get like let's show off the crafting of this game.
Okay.
So we don't have materials to craft anything, but we can craft actual materials from our soul shard.
Okay.
So crafting 101. I'll actually show the actual menu. So you have at the start you have 4 options. Each option drains a certain amount of durability, gives a certain amount of progress, and gives a certain amount of quality. Your goal is not to overheat the weapon, not to reach durability 0, and get as high quality as possible. So let's start. Let's make a strong hit to the hammer. And then you can see the red dots are actually how much the heat, yeah. So now it's reaching warning, so we have to be a bit more careful. Now it's boiling, so we have to be even more careful. And we reached 42 quality.
Craft success.
And that gave us a bunch of
Stuff.
items and experience. So let's just go with the flow. Okay, and now we can make armor, so let's try making armor, which is an actual thing rather than just materials. And we got a 39 quality. I don't think that's particularly good, but we don't have any armor, so we're not picky.
Reduce exposed stats by 1 per turn. That's nice.
Yeah, that's really nice. And we can dig for iron ore. Okay, and we have our health up because we leveled up.
Cool.
So let's try exploring this to the end, and I think we can call this video quits because our usual playthrough of this for me until I die is around 3 hours.
Yeah, sure.
So we have found an enemy, and it's an
So
insidious
I assume
skeleton.
you can save in this game.
It auto saves.
Okay.
Yes. Let's focus and double our combo count, and then we can actually hit him. Ah crap, it's enraged, and it's preparing a charge. I'm not sure what
It has a lot of health, that thing.
Yeah. Vicious lunge. Oh crap, we're trampled. So let's heal. So I usually refrain from using ultimates because ultimate counter carries between battles. It's not actually dependent. It's not per battle, but you can actually save it up and then use it in a later battle, and then you have to recharge it between battles again.
I see.
We have found an item. That's a staff, we don't want it.
This weird little animation is so strange.
And the final area to explore. It's an event. A beggar is begging for pamphlets, so we can give him a pamphlet, but we don't have them. We can attack the beggar, or we can
Or
roll away.
roll away.
So what do you think, Johnny?
I mean, we obviously can't give him a pamphlet.
So we can either attack or roll away.
I think we roll away because I like the mental image of that.
We have rolled away. Oh my god, it's another X. Let's just check that before we go. Oh, it's a boss encounter. We can either
Fight him.
or we can fight them. A blight. I have never seen this before.
Maybe we will die.
We're ready to
Blight
smash
Guard is
face.
ready to destroy you.
I like how we're both ready for this. Okay, 169 damage, that's not too bad. He's guarding, and Tempest
Ouch!
Crush. And we do a Final Storm, and then we heal. Okay, he's frozen, that is great.
Mending Gash. Such a weird name.
Ow, we're bleeding. I'm gonna heal. We're being grappled. Okay,
Light Guard is dazed.
let's use our Raven Storm.
And he's dead.
So we got a bunch of stuff from that boss. Wisdom, Strength, nah. So yeah, I guess that kind of shows off what this game is. It's basically silliness and a bunch of mechanics that don't make sense together but kind of work.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
So anyway, that's it. You can check the description below for a link to this game. There is also a freeware version, which we will also link, and you can play this game for free, completely legally. But it's just SanctuaryRPG, so the Black Edition is the paid-for version that has more items, more encounters, more mechanics, and generally more stuff. I'd say the only drawback so far for this game for me is that you have to go through the same storyline and missions all the time. That's not procedurally generated, but if you can look past that, that's basically your standard first ASCII person roguelike.
Yeah, this is interesting. And there's always the, like, no permadeath mode, if that's a thing.
Yeah, there's a no permadeath mode, so you can actually just go through and see the story to the end, which I might actually do at some point, just to see the game through, but then see how far I can get with permadeath on. Anyway, that's
Yeah.
about it. See you all later.
Bye, everyone!
Bye.